Thank you, Maysel. Good morning, everybody. I am Michelle Gongora, Chief of Safety and District Services at Caltrans District 11. I'm excited to welcome you all to the third and final day of the 16th Annual Procurement and Resource Fair, brought to you virtually this year by the D11 Small Business Team, the Small Business Council, and the San Diego Public Agency Consortium. For those of you that were able to join us for the first 2 days, thank you. We hope you found the information you received useful. If you were unable to attend either day, we will post the videos on our website within the next week for you to view. The Procurement and Resource Fair is the largest annual outreach event hosted by Caltrans District 11 and the Public Agency Consortium each year. This event provides vendors and contractors with the opportunity to meet with purchasers directly. Although this year's event is not in person as we hoped, we still believe that you will find the same great opportunities available and walk away with plenty of beneficial information. So before we begin, we're going to introduce you to our training manager, Ludmila Tello, and she'll be providing a brief overview of the Caltrans procurement process. Welcome, Mila.
Thank you, Michelle. Good morning. I'm very happy to be with you this morning. My name is Mila, like Michelle said, and I would like to give you a quick procurement process overview as from the perspective of a purchaser and not of a procurement specialist. So I would like to start by letting you know Sorry about that. Here we go. So I would like to start by letting you know that before we can purchase from you, we have to follow a sequence of events or a process of elimination where we see if what we need can be found from other resources. First, we have to see if what we need to find is in the surplus property program, and that will be the case usually with furniture. If they don't have it, then we have to go through our Caltrans warehouses, and that will be, we will be able to find batteries, first aid kits, flashlights from the warehouses. If they don't have what we're looking for, then we have to see if the California Prison Industry Authority has the items, and we can find furniture and binders from them, as well as footrests. If they don't have what we need, then we have to see if the item is found in a mandated state contract or leverage procurement agreement, and that will be the case with toner and paper. This is the reason why we can't purchase toner from you. We have to purchase it from a mandated contract. And if they don't have what we need, then we can go and purchase from you the Certified Small Business or DVBE. Caltrans utilizes several contracting methods, but I would like to focus on the invitation for price quote, which is a streamlined process when we contract with a DGS Certified Small Business or DDVE, and also the service agreement under $10,000, which is even more streamlined. And in both cases, we just need quotes from certified small businesses. We also have several procurement methods, but I would like to focus on the less than $10,000 solicitation package and the SB-DVBE solicitation package. The difference between the two is just the dollar amount, but the main point here is that these are streamlined processes, and we just need 2 quotes from certified small businesses. Another IT procurement that we use more frequently is a CAL card, which is a Visa card. And we can use a Visa card for single purchase amounts of $9,999.99 per transaction. And we are going to use it for services for the same amount up to 2 years. We also have a different process for information technology procurement. Information technology is considered any item that is connected to or interfaces with or is uploaded to our computer equipment. So whenever we need to make an IT purchase, we have to obtain approval from the Information Technology Procurement Department. They will see if the item we're trying to purchase is listed as mandated as a mandated state contract, and that will be the case with monitors, laptops, computers, and other items. And if what we're trying to purchase is not mandated, then we can reach out to you, to a small business, and purchase from you. We just have to obtain the information technology approval. So for this reason, information technology items take a little bit longer to purchase than your regular items. also to purchase, we need several pieces of documentation from the vendor. To start, we need a pay data record and CALCA certification completed. These two forms need to be completed only one time. Once the business is listed in our internal accounting databases, we don't need these forms completed again. We also need a small business and DBB certifications and the California seller's permit. We need also for each purchase we need to procure items that meet the post-consumer recycle content as listed in the CalRecycle webpage. We have some goals to meet. So for this reason, we need this for completed for every purchase by the business. We need a commercially useful function form also completed for certain services. And, you know, usually actually always we're going to need 2 or more quotes for small businesses. And after we make the purchase, we're going to need an itemized sales invoice or a sales receipt. And are there any questions?
Hi, Mila. Yes, there's one question from Michael Jones. Is the Cal card $9,999.99 per year or per transaction?
Per transaction.
Excellent. Those are all the questions we have for you at the moment. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so there's no further questions at this time. Therefore, I'd like to bring out Maria Ibarra to begin the panel presentations.
Thank you, Alma. Thank you, Mila. Hi, everyone. I am Maria Ibarra. I'm the Acting Business Services Manager for Caltrans District 11. So this morning's session, we are pleased to have the following District 11 divisions represented today. We will have our East Region crews, our South Bay crews, East Region Special Crews. We have the Lake Henshaw Travelway Crews. We have the Boulevard Crew. We have Desert Electrical Transportation Operation System Network, or TOSNet. We will also have our electrical crews, traffic operations, our warehouses here today, and our maintenance support. Now that you know which areas we'll be speaking this morning, let's meet our first purchaser. We have from our East Region crew, Jimmy Smith. Hi, Jimmy.
Good morning.
Hey, Jimmy, can you tell us what division or, you know, your crew, what you represent, and about the division and your role within the East Region crew?
Yes, I'm the superintendent of the desert crews in the East Region, and I oversee 4 crews. There are 3 travelway crews. They're responsible for facilities on the travelway, and it's a combination functional, landscape, and marking crew. They're also, but their duties are more specialized.
Thanks, Jimmy. Can you give us a sample of items that you frequently purchase by your division?
Well, we purchase a variety of items, but here within the last 3 or 4 months, we purchased an enormous amount of plumbing parts. In addition to the travelway and the facilities, there are 3 rest areas out here that the travelway crews are responsible for. We purchased a vast amount of plumbing parts, PVC pipes, valves, pumps. We've purchased a lot of restroom fixtures due to vandalism and theft, like faucets, sinks, toilets. But we also, during the summer, we perform our own maintenance on some of our air conditioners and our coolers out here. So we purchased some of those parts also. That's been the majority of our purchases the last 3 or 4 months.
Thank you, Jimmy. And just for our audience, we have our slides ready for you for just sample items of frequently purchased in the past. And Jimmy, it says here that all your items that you plan to purchase are to be determined. Do you have anything that you're looking into obtaining quotes in the next few months?
We were probably looking at buying some a truckload, probably 50,000 pounds of some rubberized crack sealant to form some crack sealing on the travelway. And we also are looking at purchasing some kind of pavement preservation material, like an emulsion or a slurry. We use a lot of the micro seal and the fiber seal out on the ramp side here, and there are several of them that are due to be sealed here in the near future.
Okay. Thank you for that. And how can a company submit a quote to you? What's the best way?
My email address. It's the best way.
Okay. And that would be jimmy.smith@dot.ca.gov.
Yeah, but the email is all lowercase letters. It's not. I don't know if it'll get to me like that.
Okay. All right. And all that information also will be listed in the chat, so if everyone's interested to write that down, please feel free to do so. Well, thank you so much, Jimmy. Alma, do we have any questions in our Q&A?
We have just a couple of questions. In particular, if there is a new tool, like, for example, a new tool for digging, would you be interested in receiving that kind of information, and should folks just email Jimmy directly?
I would be interested in receiving that. Anything that makes the job easier, safer, more productive. I am open to new products, yes, and the best way to contact me with that information would be through my email.
Excellent. And lastly, when you're in the field, do you have access to maps, documentation? Like, how do you pretty much use tools? Do you use tools in the field other than what you're using for digging and all that kind of stuff to access, like, your maps, documents, plans, all that kind of stuff?
Oh, all that's available to me on the on-ramp. All the maps, the contract, everything is available to me on the internet. That's how I access that.
Perfect. All right, and last question: do the crews that you work with ever require overnight lodging?
Occasionally, we do have a couple of specialized operators that they're assigned to specialized machines, such as a pavement grinder and an excavator. And as part of their responsibilities, if they're requested in another district or in another area of this district, yes, they have to go and operate the machine wherever they're requested, and it does require overnight stays.
Excellent. Thank you very much. All right, folks, that about covers it for our time limit for questions for Jimmy. If you have any other questions, make sure to email him directly, and I'll be sharing his email once again on the question and answer. Maria, that's it for us. Back to you.
Thank you, Alma. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
All right, let's go ahead and introduce our next panelist. We have Craig Williams representing South Bay Crews. Hi, Craig.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, Craig, if you can just tell us a little bit of what South Bay Crews is and what your role is with the crew.
Well, my role is I'm the area superintendent for the 5 crews down here, which consists of a special programs crew, a landscape crew, a sweeping crew, a travelway crew, and a functional crew. And our roles are to preserve the roadways and right-of-ways and to keep everything open and safe and clean.
Okay, great. So because you have a large crew, what type of items does your crew typically purchase?
Well, example travelway would be chainsaws, string trimmers, hedgers, pole saws, paint sprayers, like gas-powered, cordless sprayers, asphalt, half-inch, 3/8 size, sand, road base, tools as needed, hand tools, power tools. The functional crew would be hand tools, guardrail parts like in treatments. We have what's called mass compliant systems that there's only certain ones can be out on the roadways. There's fencing parts that we can't get to the warehouse, like specialized brackets and hinges, certain kinds of fence in certain areas. Landscape crew would be like herbicides that's not on our contract, power tools like chainsaws, string trimmers, mowers, edgers, irrigation parts, valves, some small tools, and such as that as needed. The special programs also need the same thing, like power tools like string trimming and chainsaws, staplers, small hand tools as needed as they break, wear out.
Okay, great. So I know that since the field crews usually typically purchase as needed, is there anything that you might be in immediate need or in the near future that you would like quotes on for any of your teams?
We are looking for a gas-powered paint sprayer at this time and some cordless sprayers. We are looking for string trimmers, the line that goes with it, maybe the filters, spark plugs, possibly chainsaws and hedgers. We are looking for like in-treatments for the guardrail crews and such as that, and some hand tools like impact drills and drivers.
Okay. So where can our commodities businesses out there submit their quotes to?
Well, they can submit it to me, and I can forward it to the appropriate supervisor.
Okay.
Get email, which is craig.williams@dot.ca.gov. And I can also refer them to the supervisors that have the cal cards.
Perfect. That's a good resource. So we'll definitely have your email in the chat, so for everyone out there can email you directly, and then you can forward it on to who might be in need of their services. Great. Thank you, Craig. Alma, do we happen to have any questions for Craig?
We have one question, and I guess this question really applies to any team, but do the departments manage their own traffic control equipment?
Yes, they do. I mean, and most of the equipment is managed through our shop, our mechanical shop, or it's rented.
Excellent. Okay, it looks like that's the only question we have at the moment. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Craig.
All right, and next up, our next presenter is Brian Bigley and Esteban Ramirez Rios from East Region Crew. Hi, Esteban.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Can you tell us about your crew, your division, and your role within the East Region Crews?
Yeah, so both Brian and I, we manage the East and West tree crews. We're in charge of all the trees out on the roadway, maintaining, removing, and trimming for encroachment and any type of hazards. The guys here are all certified tree climbers, so they use, specialized equipment. They're all certified in the, using the aerial lifts and all sorts of power tools. And we have a real huge area of responsibility, so we're everywhere.
Thanks, Esteban. And can you provide us a sample of items you frequently purchase by your division?
Yeah, so one of the things we do, in our crew, since it is a special crew, we use all sorts of specialized, not only climbing equipment, so we use saddles. Petzl is one of the brands that we usually refer to a lot, but we use a lot of rigging equipment as well. So our rope systems, they have to have a high load capacity. So, for an example, our climbing lines have to be, a minimum of 5,400 pounds of strength to them. We used any type of specialized power tools that also pertain to tree climbing. So, we use a lot of the steels. MS201 series is one that we refer to as well. But all sorts of rigging equipment. We're actually, right now, our last purchase was climbing saddles for for both crews. So, besides that, all sorts of power tools, medium, small, and big chainsaws and pole pruners as well, power pole pruners, and trimming equipment.
Thanks, Esteban. Sounds like a lot of specialized tools. and equipment. Do you know of any items that you're looking to purchase or obtain quotes in the next few months?
Yes, we're actually looking right now to obtain, these are called power pole pruners. These, they usually extend up to 16 feet. We do buy a lot of chain accessories. We make our own chains out here, so, chain spools. We use our average size is 3/8, and so not only that, but any chain making material we also purchase as well, and that's one of the things that we're looking at, to purchase in the near future.
That's perfect. And so what's the best way for a business to provide you a quote?
Best way would be through my email. I see it, in the slide right there.
Yes.
So definitely through there, and we are looking for any type of specialized equipment that will make our job easier as well.
Perfect, and safer. Thank you, Esteban. Alma, do we have any questions for Esteban?
There are no questions for Esteban at this time. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Alma. Thanks, Esteban.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and introduce our next panelist. We have Javier Ruiz, representing Lakehead Maintenance. Hi, Javier.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So, Javier, can you tell us a little bit about your area and what you do for Lakehead Maintenance?
Okay, so I'm the area supervisor for, I am part of East Region, part of the Lakehead Travelway crew. We're a multi-purpose crew, roadway maintenance, conventional highways, Route 76, 79, 78, areas of Ramona, Julian, San Isabel, those particular areas. We perform, like I said, we're multi-purpose, roadway maintenance, shoulder maintenance, road base repair, crack sealing. We do perform guardrail repair. And we also do weed abatement, brush control. So we're kind of a jack of all trades out here.
So it sounds like you guys do a lot. So what type of items do you typically purchase?
Typically, we're looking at Class 2 road base for our lateral support, our shoulder work, clean fill or washed concrete sand for our ice control during the wintertime for traction to apply on our roadways. HMA, hot mix asphalt for any patching work on our roadways, our flexible pavements, and then we also utilize a cement treated base in particular areas for shoulder backing for road edge stabilization. So those are some of the things that we do purchase out here. In addition, we also, as needed, hand tools, power equipment, small engine equipment, that sort of thing, and then depending on the need.
So yeah, it seems like a common trend with all the maintenance crews is that it's as needed. Is there anything that you might be needing at this time that you would like quotes on?
You know what? At this time, I am potentially going to be looking at purchasing some small equipment, looking at string trimmers, maybe chainsaws, hardware and accessories for that equipment, air filters, spark plugs, tune up, heads for the string, just so we can maintain them on site, that sort of thing. So that's really currently what I'm thinking of right now.
Okay, so where can the small businesses that have those commodities, where can they send their quotes to?
To my email, of course. It's going to be javier.ruiz@dot.ca.gov.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Javier. Alma, do we have questions for Javier today?
We actually have two questions. The first question is, do you purchase erosion control supplies? And if so, how does that process look like?
So as far as erosion control, I'd say for a good example would be straw wattles. BMPs. That'd be something I would initiate, say with particular vendors, either a CalCard purchase or an Arcturus, depending on the size. I also do incorporate the East Region crews. Like say, I'll help them out. I'll get information from them, and then make a large purchase, so then we can cover not only myself but the various crews out here in the mountain area.
Excellent. And the second question we have for you is, do your crews utilize subsurface investigations?
No, we don't.
Excellent. All right. That's it. All the questions we have for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Javier.
You're welcome.
Okay, our next purchaser is from Boulevard. We have Luis Gonzalez. Luis, hi.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Can you tell us about your crew, the division, and your role within Boulevard?
Sure. So my situation is very similar to the other maintenance crews. I'm the supervisor out here in Boulevard, and I have the peak of Interstate 8 up here in the San Diego Mountains. We have a section of San Diego 8, section of Imperial Interstate 8. We have SR 94 that runs towards or along the Mexico borderline, and then a small piece of SR 98 and SR 188 that takes you into Tecate. We're a maintenance crew, so we repair and maintain all of our asphalt and concrete roads out here. We also deal with snow, storms, slides. We deal with a little bit of boulder blasting out here, traffic emergency situations, road closures. We repair and maintain our own guardrail. We deal with different types of fencing also, and brush tree vegetation control, roadside delineation, drain and culvert repair and maintenance, and we also do deal with a little bit of graffiti removal.
I think that's a lot of work. Luis, can you give us a sample of items that you've frequently purchased by your crew or by the division?
We do a lot of different purchasing, a lot of just like what Javier mentioned, and Jimmy Smith also, very similar to that. We purchase a lot of winter weather road abrasives, again, like sand in bulk, salt in bulk, also cinders, class 2 road base, concrete treated base. We purchase every now and then large riprap, and all different sizes of aggregate, different types of road maintenance and road repair materials, as little as asphalt pothole bag mix, concrete weld, different types of emulsions, like Jimmy mentioned, rubberized crack sealants, guardrail materials, end treatments and terminals, fence materials, and the typical stuff also, like hand tools, everything from weed trimmers and chainsaws, metal cutting saws to deal with guardrails, drills, generators, also some power tools, the chainsaws, floodlights, and every now and then also some personal protective equipment and safety equipment.
Got it. It says here that any items that you're planning to purchase is to be determined as on needed basis. But can you think of something that you would like to purchase or obtain quotes in the near future?
Yeah, in the near future, we are looking for some small hand tools, the typical stuff that you would have in a shop. We do our own maintenance and small repairs on our equipment during the snow season. So we're looking to replenish some of the stuff that, the blades that go on saws and stuff like that. We're looking to get some of that going before the winter.
Perfect. And the best way to submit a quote or get information is through your email?
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Alma, do we have any questions for Luis?
Just one quick question for Luis. Luis, do you use asphalt patch?
We do use asphalt patch. There's different types of patches. We typically, in our section, we only have asphalt. We have a very small section of concrete. That's closer to the metro area where they have concrete, but we do use asphalt patch. It typically comes in a bag. It's for the typical pothole repair.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Those are all the questions we have for today.
Thank you, Alma. Thank you, Luis.
Thank you.
All right, and our next panelist is Daniel Stir with Desert Electrical Transportation Operations System Network, COSNET. Hi, Daniel. How are you?
Doing fine. How are you doing?
Good. So that's a very long name. Can you tell us a little bit more about the area you represent and what you do for Desert Electrical COSNET?
Yes, I'm the electrical supervisor, and we take care of, like you say, the TOSNet Traffic Operations Systems Network. And mainly what that involves is the maintenance of the District 11's fiber optic system. We have an infrastructure that takes care of our signals, our ramp meters, our CMSs, CCTVs, traffic monitoring stations, and this all goes through our fiber optic hubs. Without the system working, you wouldn't be able to enjoy those camera views you see on the news on TV or the colored bars on the freeway maps showing the traffic density, or the travel times and amber alerts on our changeable message signs. It all goes through this communication system. So we're communication oriented, and the items we need for this crew to be purchased are anchored on that need.
Thank you, Daniel. So is there any frequently purchased items, since you do carry a large array of stuff, services that you provide? What do you typically purchase?
Well, since we do deal with the fiber optics, we always are purchasing patch cords, both Ethernet and fiber optic, in variable sizes and different connectors, SC to SC, SC to LC. We take care of a lot of our communications, Ethernet extenders, and variable different kinds of specialty tools. Fusion splicer we're looking at coming up in the near future, and a precision cleaver for the fiber optics.
Okay, is there any other items you would like quotes on besides those fiber optic, the specialized material that I can't even pronounce?
We have a need for a lot of hand tools that are not so much specialized, but in the electrical field. The Klein tool array that they take care of a lot of the needs that we need for both wire and for fiber. And so those items, I would definitely need some hand tools from wire strippers, cable cutters, screwdriver sets, drill and tap sets, Greenleaf. We have heat guns, soldering irons, some fluke voltage testers, even vacuums and ladders, 6 and 8 foot fiberglass ladders, extension cords, cable tie guns. Let's see, we have Thomas and Betts scrimpers. We also are looking for some specialized wrenches that I think you guys are going to go ahead and give my list out that I have.
Yes. So you do have a very long list, so we would definitely share that with everyone that's out in the attendees today.
No, I appreciate that.
So how is the best, or what is the best way for them to submit a quote for anything that's on your needs list?
Just like everybody else, the email for me is the perfect way to get a hold of me.
Perfect. Thank you, Daniel. Is there any questions, Alma, for Daniel?
No questions for Daniel at the moment.
All right.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, and our next presenter is our electrical crews. We have Jamie Halliday and Marcus Magsumbal. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi, Jamie. And Jamie, can you tell us a little bit about your crew and your role within electrical crews?
Yes, I'm the electrical superintendent for San Diego and Imperial County. So we maintain all the Caltrans assets in Southern California and Imperial County. That would include traffic signals, all the freeway lighting, ramp meters, tunnels, bridges, pump stations. So we have a lot of inventory that we need to maintain.
Okay, thanks, Jamie. Can you tell us a little bit about your sample of items that is frequently purchased by your crew or by the division?
Is Marcos, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
So Marcos is primary purchaser for the electrical department. So Marcos, he can go over the items that we most frequently purchase and currently need.
Okay.
Okay, the commonly purchased items in a regular basis that we purchase are the 12-volt batteries for our battery backup systems for traffic signals. We also, in a regular basis, purchase traffic signal cabinet filters. and roadway LED fixtures, light poles of different designs.
Okay.
You have anything to add, Jamie?
Yeah, I think the list kind of covers it, the Type 3 services. There's a lot of other just general electrical equipment, contactors and lighting, breakers and fuses, things like that, wire that we're always needing. So basically everything related to electrical.
Perfect. So do you think of any items that was previously purchased in the past that could be purchased in the near future?
Well, I think we're always looking for different types of lighting poles and signal poles.
Okay.
And mostly the things that are on the list. The Type 3 services, I think we're probably getting close to needing to be reordered. We're continually ordering filters and batteries. So,
perfect.
Yeah, if people just contact us through the email addresses, we can reach out for quotes.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for letting us know the best way to do that. And so the email address is listed on the slide as well as on the chat for everyone to see. Alma, do we have any questions for Jamie and Marcus?
Just one question. Are you both interested in new safety hand digging tools?
Sure. Yeah, something that might make us safer. Anything in that area, we're always interested in checking out.
Excellent. We'll have interested parties email you for sure. Thank you, Jamie.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Alma. There you go.
All right, perfect. So we're going to switch gears a little bit and introduce Tiffany Schock with Traffic Operations. Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. So, Tiffany, can you tell us a little bit about Traffic Operations and what you do with that division?
Traffic Operations perform technical activities supporting other programs and other agencies, such as the California Highway Patrol and CalOSHA. And our employees also process encroachment permits. We respond to incidents on state highways, and we provide traffic design support for project delivery. We also typically order office supplies, small electronic components, hand tools that the warehouse does not have, also computer cables and connectors, items that support ergonomic workspaces, and also teleworking strategies.
Okay.
We also... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it sounds like you guys purchase a lot from stuff in the field to stuff in the office. But I cut you off. Go ahead and finish your list.
No problem. We also order various supplies and specialty items for the Transportation Management Center, which is also known as the TMC. They're a 24/7 operation in that building, and so we need sometimes different things specific for dispatchers, and also janitorial items and traffic control devices and software.
Great. So there's a lot of things that your area purchases. Is there anything that you need quotes on right now or in the near future?
Yes, I have a list, a long list.
So we'll be sharing this needs list with everyone that's participating today. But is there like a highlight of any item that you would really, really want to get off your plate sooner than later?
The web cameras and the calendars are really kind of the top things on my list right now.
Okay, perfect. So if anyone out there provides those, where's the best place they can send those quotes to?
Like everyone, email is the best way.
Okay, thank you, Tiffany. So Tiffany's email is at the bottom of the screen as well as entered into the chat. Alma, do we have any questions for Tiffany?
Just one quick question, and this may apply to many of the other vendors, but when you mention office supplies, do you purchase forms tags and labels? And also, do you purchase custom printed apparel?
Okay. Not sure what they mean by forms, but I do purchase labels like for printing and tags. I'm thinking like name tags, like when we do in-person training, which we don't really do that anymore. But it could be a possibility in the future. And then for clothing is really very regulated with us. So pretty much if the warehouse doesn't have the clothing, or if the CalPAA does not have the clothing, then we wouldn't purchase it because the process is just so complicated. And we don't have a big need for that kind of thing. If the warehouse doesn't already provide it, we probably don't need it.
Got it. So the warehouse would also be a good contact for this interested party. Sounds good. Thank you, Tiffany. Those are all the questions that we have for you at the moment.
Thank you.
And guess what? It's so timely. We have the warehouse. Mario, Jesse Gomez. Jesse? And I think we might have Jesse or Philip or Trisha for the warehouse.
Good morning, Maria. This is Trisha. Jesse and Philip are listening, and I think they're having some technical issues. So
Okay.
I will try to answer your questions
Perfect.
the best I can.
We'd love to have you, Trisha. So can you tell us a little bit about the warehouse and what your role is with the warehouse?
Sure. Good morning. My name is Trisha Gerard. I am the District 11 Warehouse Manager. So my staff, Jesse Gomez and Philip Loza, handle all of the procurement and purchase for the warehouse. The items that the warehouse supplies to all of our field and non-field employees mostly are our PPE, our protective equipment, personal protective equipment. That includes our logoed vests, hard hats, everything that we do. We have our gloves. We also provide a large gamut of items for use in the field. We have, at this point, cleaning supplies and just a large variety.
Thanks, Trisha. Also, if you can kind of think of what you have purchased in the past or frequently purchased, as well as any items that you plan on purchasing that you know of in the next coming months.
So as you can see from our list, a lot of the items that we frequently purchase are rain boots, bar soap, restroom supplies, landscaping supplies, paper towels, first aid kits, all disinfectant wipes. I mean, just like I said, right now we're really focused on COVID-19 prevention and protection. So some of the items that I know Jesse is working on purchasing very soon, we have some chainsaw chaps, mop handles and buckets, 5-gallon buckets, paper towels, waterless hand cleaner, and bar and chain oil.
Okay.
But our list grows daily.
I can't imagine. But we will provide that needs list to all our attendees today, so no worries about that. Can you verify that we would be able to, or companies are able to send quotes to Mario on his email address?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Please do.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Trisha. Do we have any questions for Trisha at the moment?
We have just 2 questions, mostly related to items that are being purchased. Are there needs for furniture, office furniture type stuff? Is this something that the warehouse would take care of?
No, we do not purchase those types of things. Each division would purchase their own, and then they follow the process that was outlined by Mila at the beginning.
Excellent. And also emergency preparation supplies. I think you mentioned some of the PP&E items. Are there any other items related to emergency preparation that that the warehouse would be interested in?
we carry flashlights, batteries, first aid kits, and obviously we have shovels and all variety of things. So I'm not sure specifically. We do not at this time carry like food for emergency situations. We'd have to look at it more specifically.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And folks can email the warehouse directly at the email provided to get other questions answered. Okay. Yeah, that's it for now. Thanks, Maria. Thanks.
Thank you, Alma. Thank you, Tricia.
Thank you.
All right, and then we're going to go ahead and introduce our final panelist, Ashley Collins with Maintenance Support. Hi, Ashley. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Okay, so if you could just tell us a little bit about what is maintenance support and what you do for your division.
So maintenance support helps out with all of the supervisors and superintendents, everybody in the maintenance division, including maintenance engineering. And we do a lot of purchasing for all of them as well. We mainly purchase office supplies, but we also do a lot of the service contracts and the CalCard service agreements. And then we also do the non-field related purchasing for the field, such as like supplies for the facility. And then as far as the maintenance engineering goes, we do assist them with their purchasing. One of the things would be like the culvert inspection equipment.
Okay. When you mention services, is that what you're pertaining to, is like culvert inspections, or is there certain types of services that you frequently
Some of the service contracts that we do would be, some examples are locksmith, a small engine repair, plumbing, some training, things like that.
Okay, perfect. Is there anything that you are looking to procure in the next week or so that you want quotes on?
Yes, we are looking for some office supplies, so we did provide a list that will be sent out, but some examples of stuff we're looking for would be Sharpies, glue sticks, pens of various colors, mostly blue, red, and black, steno notebook, Post-it notes, paper clips, binder clips, things like that, just general office supplies.
Okay, perfect. And is your email still a good contact for those type of vendors to send their quotes to?
Yes, it is. It's ashley.collins@dot.ca.gov.
Thank you, Ashley. Alma, do we have questions for Ashley?
Yes, we actually have one question. While out in the field, do the crews have a need for communications equipment, and does maintenance support cover that, such as two-way radios, things of that nature?
As far as the two-way radios go, that is actually handled by somebody else in a different department. But if anybody does have questions regarding that, I would be happy to receive their email and forward that information along. That's not something that maintenance support would take care of.
Excellent. So anyone interested in that kind of info, they can email Ashley, and Ashley will make sure that you get to the correct contact. Thank you so much. It looks like, there's one more. Do you also cover drone photography? And and then we'll have one more question after that.
The drone photography is not something that I'm aware of that maintenance support would purchase. Possibly, I believe that would be the IT department.
Excellent. Okay. And then lastly, would maintenance support also cover fixing broken equipment?
Yes. So that we would do normally a CCSA or a service contract for small equipment repair. So that's something that we would go that route for.
All right. Well, those are all the questions that we have as time permits. Thank you, Ashley, and back to you.
Thank you so much, Ashley, and thank you for all the panelists providing such beneficial information. Before we close out this event, I'd like to bring Michelle back out for some final words. Michelle?
Thank you all. Thank you, Maysel. Thank you for joining us for the third day of the Procurement and Resource Fair. A big thank you to Mila Tello, our training manager, for her overview of the Caltrans procurement process. And a very big thank you to the Caltrans purchasers who participated in this session. It's not often that you get to meet with our purchasers directly, and now you all have their email addresses, so they should expect to hear from you. So I would also like to thank Alma Benuelos, Sydney Huckleberry Key and Karen Lanahan of the San Diego Unified School District for their support behind the scenes for this entire 3-day event. To close out this event, we will be holding a second session this afternoon, and there will be, this morning was mainly maintenance. This afternoon, we will have reprographics, administration, environmental, surveys, legal, and facilities, just to name a few purchasers. So we will be providing you with a needs list from everyone you heard from today. Those will be emailed to you shortly. And the list will include specific items that the purchasers plan to purchase in the next 10 days. So please pay attention to the due date that's on the needs list. They will vary a little bit, and you will need to submit your quote to the email that's listed on each specific needs list. Once you close out this session, you will be prompted with our post-event survey. Please take the time to fill this out, as it will allow us to improve our district's future events. In addition to the needs list, those in attendance will receive the recording of this session shortly after the conclusion of our 3-day event. If you have any questions in the interim, please contact our small business team at d11.smallbusiness@dot.ca.gov. Thank you, everybody. See you this afternoon.